the bow tie wearing brother, Mario Price.
Thank you so much. So I'm excited to share with you. This has been a great week. And as you can see from here, I think I went off. I did it. There we go. I got a few accolades. You can read those yourself. But I want to kind of take you back to August 21st, 2015. August 21st, 2015. So you know you go from marketing consultant, you get a team of 6, you go to regional. You get a team of 18. As a regional, you go to senior. And as a senior, you've got to create, you've got to produce, you've got to help generate 5 senior consultants in that organization. So August 21st, 2015, that's a Friday. I've got 4 senior consultants. I've got 1 regional consultant that has 7 people up under her with green check marks. She's got about 15, 20 other people, but I need 11 green check marks. You follow me? I need 29 customers to get 11 green check marks. Friday, I get up at 9 that morning and I say, it's happening Sunday, 10 o'clock. I send a text out to my buddy Brian McClure. I sent out to Kim and Jim Mason. I sent out to Eric May. I sent it out to Kenny Smith. I sent out to a few people saying, it's happening this weekend. I need 29 customers, and I will be able to announce myself. I sent it to Barry Gordon. I said, look for the announcement at the start of Brian McClure's call. So I go out on Friday, and it already happens. And just kind of give you back up, I was ready to do anything for it to happen. And I know we're not supposed to do this, but I sat outside the week before at trailer parks, seeing if I could just kind of make some conversation with people that I could kind of talk to them about. I don't know if you've ever been to a trailer park. It's not the friendliest of compounds to go to. But by the time I got there Friday, I knew it was happening. I had enough people making enough calls, calling enough favors, and I didn't hope, I didn't wish, I knew. And so that Friday, I got about 5 or 6 customers. Then that Saturday, about 8 or 9 trickled in. And then I woke up at Sunday morning. I felt great. I still needed 6 green check marks. And I was just walking around declaring I was in this place where I wasn't hoping for it. Like butterflies don't hope, caterpillars don't hope to become butterflies. You follow me? It was just happening. It was literally happening. And I'll never forget that I was at a place at literally at 9:58 p.m. on Sunday. Somebody sent over their last bill, and we got them verified right around 10 o'clock. And so it went to me, and by 10:01, I'm transferring it to the 18th consultant. And literally, I'm calling in. I'm like, Barry, just made EC. And I said it before it went through, and literally it's popping through. Everything's happening. And it all happens. You have to understand about this power of belief. And the thing about the power of belief is that if you believe, really believe you can succeed and you will. That's according to David Schwartz, the author of The Magic of Thinking Big. Also, what Napoleon Hill says, what the mind can conceive, it can achieve. I learned that through David Schwartz, who wrote The Magic of Belief, who wrote The Power of Thinking Big. Belief triggers the power to do. I love the fact we got from Mahatma Gandhi. Says, your beliefs become your destiny. No one ever exceeds their expectations. You are exactly where you thought you would be right now. See, where you are is the net present value of all the thoughts you had leading up to this point in time. You planned yourself here. So what I want to talk about is I want to first understand the difference between faith versus belief. Now, faith, the Bible tells us that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. I'm not talking about faith. I'm talking about, faith is I want to take a leap of faith. I want to talk about believe. See, we all know in this company that people have made it to the ranks of RC, SC, EC. We've seen that. We've all gotten a customer. We've seen that. We've all gotten a consultant. We've seen that. There's people who fast track to all these different things. So it's happened before. And since you've seen it, you don't have to hope that it can happen because you haven't seen it. You have to get to a point of belief. You got to get to a point of belief for yourself. See, we're not talking about I'm hoping, I'm faith. No. Everything that we're talking about has been done. This isn't Ambit 2006. This is Ambit 2016. So what you want, open up a Success from Home magazine. You can see yourself. You can see the things you want in that particular piece. And so I want to understand, we're going to go through very quickly through the power of belief. We're going to talk about what this power of belief is, what's wrong with your BS, the stages of belief, and designing a positive belief system. I'll move over here. And so one of the things I want to know what's wrong with your belief is that are you setting the expectations low? See, most of the people are hitting the mark. They set the bar low and they accomplish it with great accuracy. A lot of people are sitting around thinking about all the things they don't want. Like Job says, for the thing I greatly feared has come upon me, and what I dreaded has happened to me. You invited those negative things that you're fixated on. A lot of times we sit around wondering whether you think you can or you think you can't. You're right. You're always right. That's Henry Ford. I love the fact that T. Harv Eker tells us that what we focus on expands. What you focus on expands. And a lot of people say that's not true. I've been sitting there thinking about how to not have stress in my life, how to not have stress in my life, how to not have stress in my life. What's the common thread of that sentence? Stress. What you focus on expands. And so the main thing that Earl Nightingale tells us, what we become, what we think about most. So your focus is going to get you to where you want to go. Understand that. And what I want to talk about is, and what we can do is understand the stages of belief. Chris Atkinson, number 5 earner, gave us these 3 stages of belief. He talked about the fact there's hope, there's belief, and there's knowledge. And the thing about hope is that we hope vaguely and we dread with great precision. We hope vaguely and we dread with great precision. We can think about all the specific ways that this won't work. You've got to get yourself to a place of hope. And then belief is just understanding, I know that I can do this. I have a certain belief, and we can talk about how we get that belief there, and then there's knowledge. I remember Brian McClure on September 25th did this powerful call Sunday night talking about your chances of success. And he says, why is it that some people come in and just blow through this thing at a different alarming rate? He says, because you got the first time of people that when you show it to and they just say, I won't do this. Well, you know they have a 0% chance. Then you've got the I can't. And you work your way to the I don't know how, and you get all the way down to the I did. And what he's talking about is understanding these are your chances of success that's going to make it happen, and it's from a belief level. And I love the fact he said when you look at all the top leaders, every one of them started off exactly like you did. It doesn't matter the rank they started off. It doesn't matter anything. They all started exactly the same way. They had 0 customers and 0 consultants. Everybody did. Everybody started that way. But they came in saying, they were either 8s or 9s. You think about a Ray Monty, you think about a Brian McClure. Brian McClure says, Chris Chandler says, run the numbers against your old report. He says, I can make $1 million a month. He started off at a 9, and now he's at a point where he's at a 10. But you've got to figure out, understanding the stages of belief are going to contribute and lead directly to where you're going to go in this business. Now, understanding the stages of belief, we want to make sure we can do some things to develop a positive belief. I want to do a quick exercise with you. Now, repeat after me. I'm a millionaire. No, I'm a millionaire. All right, do me a favor. Just indulge me for a second. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to clap my hands, and as I clap, we're going to say I. All right, great, you got that part. Now we're going to keep clapping. It's going to build up. When I hold up my hands, we're going to hold and go, I, and then I'll put my hands down, and I'm a millionaire. Ready? I am a millionaire. Let's do it one more time. I am a millionaire. How do you feel now compared to how you felt the first time you said it? See, you can get yourself to that state. Go ahead and have a seat. You can get yourself to that state. Think about making calls after you are a millionaire. Think about making calls when you have an understanding, we have an aspect, have a certain belief about how it can be done. So there's some things you can do. It says the state of mind must be belief, not mere hope or wish. Open-mindedness is essential for belief. Closed minds do not inspire faith, courage, and belief. Get yourself to a place of openness. And so what I want to talk about is that these are some quick steps that we can do to develop a positive belief system. And I'll run through them very, very quickly. This is what I want to spend a lot of time on. The first thing is association. I mean, you got negative people around you, kill it or move on. Kill it or move on. I'm going to pray for you over here. You are the 5 people you spend the most time with. You spend a lot of time with a lot of doubters, it's just not going to happen for you because that's what you're becoming. Also understand that action. The second thing you do is action. Action will take you out of doubt, and doubt will take you out of action. That comes from Brian McClure. But just understand, according to Dale Carnegie, inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit at home and think about it. Go out and get busy. Go out and get busy. You've got to take action. Eric just spoke about the law of large numbers. The law of large numbers simply means that if you keep doing it long enough, you're just going to, before you feel it, because it's easy to act your way into a feeling and to feel your way into an action. But action will help to just repeat the cycle, repeat the process, go to these trainings, make the calls, do the things. You'll get that one little nugget, but you got to keep moving. And here's the one I really love. It's daily affirmations. See, daily affirmations, they're written down. They're stated in the present tense. I like to put them on 2 or 3 cards around the house, the bathroom, the bedroom, put one in the car. See, daily affirmations help to invoke a couple of great things for positive, for creating belief. One of them is repetition. The other one is visualization. They always talk about creating a vision board. When you write these things out, I'm going to become an ambimillionaire, and you can spell it out with specificity as what I'm going to do. You got to figure out what it is that you want most, write it down, and create a game plan. And then the other thing I like to do them in front of a mirror. I like to do them because the mirror technique is a powerful technique for getting yourself, like there's a story I won't share with you in the book of Magic of Believing where a guy was literally able to talk himself out of a state of a drunkenness through the mirror technique. Emerson says that the exact rank of a soldier is revealed in his eyes. When you look in the mirror, are you an NC or an MC? Are you an EC or an SC? But it's going to be in your eyes. So what I love with daily affirmations says your past thoughts have shaped your present reality. The universe delivered exactly what you asked for, but you can declare today what tomorrow looks like. You can declare today what tomorrow looks like. They must be believable and obtainable. Affirmations must be spoken with feeling. They must be spoken daily. Daily affirmations. The next thing I tell you is this: personal development. Personal development. You've been brainwashed. You have been brainwashed your whole life. Work hard, go to school, get a good. Right, and I can go on and on and on, but what I'm talking about is there's some things you can do from the strangest secrets to the new psycho-cybernetics. I've been listening a lot to The Magic of Believing by Claude Bristol. But this right here, personal development, what you start to flush yourself out with on a repetitive basis can make you do amazing things. Can make you do amazing things. And I love the last thing we're going to talk about, how we can develop positive belief, is gratitude. You know, depression cannot set into a grateful heart. Depression cannot set into a grateful heart. And here's what's crazy. When you're ungrateful, that means you're focusing on what you don't have. Like, when you're ungrateful, you're focusing on what you don't have, and what you focus on expands. If you talk about the people on your team that are not doing this or not doing that, you're going to get more people on your team that don't do this or don't do that. If you talk about the people that you're not meeting or didn't show up, but what you focus on expands. So when we talk about the things that you're grateful for, the opportunities you've been given, the customers you've gotten, the consultants that are working for you, a grateful perspective brings happiness and abundance into a person's life. Gratitude is the 5th step for understanding how you develop positive belief. And so I'll leave you with this. Oh, there's one other chart that goes too far. But I'll leave you with one last thing, and it's all understand the aspect of believing. Holton Buggs used to be a #1 earner in all of network marketing. They asked him, they says, if you could do it, and he was making $1.2 million a month at one point in time. And they said, if you could do anything differently, he says, what would it be? He said, I would believe much bigger, much sooner. I would believe much bigger, much sooner. So I'm encouraging you right now, you have the power to believe. You have the power to chart out, to create whatever it is you want in your business, whatever it is you want in your life. You can do that. I hope these techniques have helped. I'm excited to have shared that with you. Now I'm very grateful because this is an opportunity that's come to me because somebody, look, that Chuck? Wow! This is a great presentation. We got Chuck Chance in the house. But I'm excited because I understand the concept of the Yeses Connect. See, we all get caught up about how bad the no's are, but the no's didn't just kill that person, they killed generations. They killed generations. And so I'm excited that when Chris Chambliss made his list, he put 10 people on there, 6 said no, and one of those no's he kept going back to, and kept going back to, and kept going back to, and finally Brian McClure said, I'm in. And then Brian McClure, first person he signed up was Bear Gordon. The second person he signed up was Philip Eckert. And Philip Eckert got in, he says, he called up a few people, he called up Steve Thompson. Steve Thompson, the number 3 earner, started making his calls, building his team, and then he called his broke buddy. We heard a quote from him today. He called his broke buddy who had a lot of energy, enthusiasm, but at the time he was 38, 39 years old, living in the same bedroom he grew up in as a 15-year-old. He called up Chris Atkinson. And Chris Atkinson said, I'm excited about it. He talked a friend into driving down to Dallas to see the presentation. He says, I'm all in except for one thing. I'm broke. And he called up 5 people to ask him to loan, would they loan him the money. 4 people said no, but 1 person said yes. And because Chris got in, he was able to get in Pastor Kenny eventually, who ended up getting me in here. So I don't know where my life would have been had it not been for this next guest who had the fortitude and the kindness. She was already doing the business to go ahead and loan him the money and get him started. So I'm excited to welcome. We all need to stand to our feet for Yellow Jacket, $1 million earner, my upline, executive consultant, Tiffany Owen.